mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cut that. 10 spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. Toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say, set page. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Drips in the denim, that's classic. These get wrapped like Futamaki. Sushi roll, I'm a young CEO. Gotta do as you're told, gotta act your stat, gotta play your role. I was OT, all shutting down shows from A to B, long way to go. About time they know about me. Hello, the jiggling jello. I've been on top, where they at? Below, presidential flow, Marilyn Monroe. I got pounds, got euros, stacking them both. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down. 73 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he'll score! Touchdown! Eagles. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Eagles put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner, but not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. You look at this Eagle defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass, toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and that's nothing to play really well here.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A game there of 30 big ones.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, it's Richardson. This pass caught. It's Woods. Touchdown. Jelani Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. The interception returned for a Colts TD. Quite a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 99 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a couple. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. And they'll run again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ready? 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Taylor. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
I I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second and 10. Richardson working from the gun. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Richardson. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
On first down, Hurts flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Now a second and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Well, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A quick slant caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Taylor is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Taylor again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
Second down, here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, no one wants to see that drop, but I'm going to tell you he's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle.
Yeah, maybe.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
How are you? I love you.
Hurts.
Damn.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hardy. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on third down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on third down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
Let's go now.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. A give for Taylor running right side. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now it's Richardson. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Richardson, he's got this complete to Pittman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Got it. 18 Rattler.
Richardson to throw off play action. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Richardson off the play fake. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. Play action. Now Richardson. And it's caught. And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try again. And he takes this one in for a close touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They go play action with Richardson. And look at this.
Fucking top.
They need it. It's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise.
Putting the pressure right. It's hauled in by Hardy. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out,
Go!
and finish it off.
Down the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Working the middle of the field, he's got the man complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. The Colts Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left.
Play.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hurts will throw.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Violated.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Richardson. Oh, that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer at